Hello viewers, here is a Vornado heater. This is type SRTH. Made in China. And it is not UL listed. Although it claims to conform to their standards, I don't believe it actually carries their approval. So this heater, I believe there is a flavor of this that still retails. I looked it up a few weeks ago when I first got this. There's at least a visually comparable model. It has electronic controls, and it was retailing on Amazon's for about $50, which I think is outrageous because this is only a 900 watt heater, not a 1500 watt heater, so it's not that powerful. Anyways, so that's that. This one has primarily mechanical controls. We get two speeds here. It looks to have two elements inside it, so there's probably two elements, one element, and then no elements. And I guess this is maybe a timer. It does have a mechanical tip-over switch, although a very cheap-looking one. And much to my disappointment, it appears to have a standard 2-pole shaded pole motor in it, like you'd find in any other heater. Now, I have not had very good experience with Vornado heaters in the past. However, it was a very limited experience, so I decided for a couple of dollars I'll give it another shot. I tend to believe that this crazy air output thing is not helping anything. In fact, it's probably restricting more airflow than it's inhibiting. Of course, I am no expert on aerodynamics, but that's just what common sense is telling me. And this intake here also looks pretty restricted as well. So anyways, before we knock it too much, let's go ahead and turn it on. I've got the kilowatts meter connected here. Hopefully this is readable in the video. I'll just have to hold it. We're testing at just shy of 120 volts. Oh wow, that's fluxing a lot. Okay, well now we're testing just over 120 volts. Switch this over to watts, and I'll switch the fan on. Well, it runs, that's a good sign. I don't think this is going to want to stay up by itself. That's the best we're going to get here. Let's see if I can get that into view. Well, I think that's kind of viewable. So it's running at 22 watts just for the fan motor. And in terms of airflow, it's actually not bad, although there is kind of like a dead spot right here. It's strong right at the edge here and strong right at the edge here. That's a decent breeze for a heater. There's not as much to speak of down there at the bottom, but it definitely does move some air up at the top. So let's go ahead and switch it into heat mode. We've settled out at 21 watts. Here's there is a that tip switch definitely works. There's two illuminated lights up there to indicate that it's on. The tip switch is confirmed to work. Let's go ahead and switch the elements on. This is low. We're at about 458 watts, going down. 456. 455, looks pretty steady now. It's about 450 watts. And it's lukewarm. I'm not impressed by the amount of heat this is putting out. Even just a foot away, the air hardly even feels warm. Now, if you were going to set this in front of you and stay within close proximity of it, this would be nice. Nice amount of heat drafting over you, but this is not going to heat a room at all. Let's go to speed 2. A little bit of voltage drop. So now we're about 855 watts. 868 in the world. 867. So it's actually not far off at all from the claimed 900 watts. This is better. It's definitely warmer. And from a distance where my hand is about a foot away from it, it still feels warm, but it's not hot. I can keep my hand right up against it and it's not going to get uncomfortable. So as far as heat output goes, this is not impressive. I will say what is impressive though is it does seem to get the heat a decent distance away from the unit, which is something a lot of heaters don't do very well. But again here, the problem is with the heat not being very hot, by the time the air distributes, it's not that warm anymore. I have to look this up again and see if this is advertised as a personal heater or a room heater. Because if this is advertised as a personal heater, this is absolutely satisfactory. But if this is advertised as like a whole room heater, then I don't subscribe to that at all. Yeah, it's not getting that hot. Alright, let's let it cool off and then we'll close out the video. It doesn't seem to make any unhealthy sounds, so either it has very few hours on it or the bearings are better than average, though I have my doubts. Especially with how Vornado has been recently. They have been dropping their bearing quality drastically. The motors that they put in their current line of fans are nothing like what they used to be, even just 10 years ago. Now, with that being said, they have remained faithful to one thing, and that is their warranty. They have never had an issue with honoring warranties and standing by their products. So that I will give them a lot of credit for. But if you have a good product, you shouldn't need the warranty. And it seems to be you need the warranty nowadays. Anyways. So this is just about cooled off. Switch it off. See if we can get this bin down time. So the bearings are very stiff. Actually, the blade looks kind of dusty. Might have a good number of hours on it. It looks like it's probably going to be a little difficult to service in terms of getting it apart and putting it back together. I don't believe for 10 seconds they ever intended this to be serviced, which would be the same situation that I encountered with the other Vornado heater that I tried to restore. So anyways, there it is. I have my doubts about it, but I'm going to gather some more information and see what kind of heater they advertise it as. As a small personal heater, I think it's okay, but I don't believe this would heat a room very well at all.